Are you ever running Nightfalls and Lost Sectors thinking to yourself, damn, I wish I wasn't running 2 primaries to deal with these champions? And do you think, damn, this feels like D2 vanilla? Well, we've got the solution for you. Become a Guardian Loadout Services member for the one-off fee of $29.95 per month, and you too can be optimal. Look at this, Guardian, for how this service can help you.
Well, I used to be meek and feeble, always needing a res, never doing enough damage, but not anymore. Thanks to GLS, I'm always carrying my team through the toughest content Bungie can throw at me.
This Guardian used to run patrols, but now he's slaying nightmares blindfolded.
Yeah, nah, dude. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Sign up now and you'll receive an exclusive pack of Titan flavoured crayons.
Pack show may not resemble actual product.
Guardian Loadout Service. We'll service you inside and out.
Think of it as training, Guardian. You can only get stronger from this.
Hello everyone, it's Truds here, and today we've got another Destiny 2 video. We are specifically going to be covering off on a way for you to take back control of your loadout, maximise your DPS and take down champions. Now this build can work great across all classes when you use the Hunter and Titan solo subclass equivalents, but we'll be focusing on the Warlock Dawnblade subclass for this specific video because it just works really nice. So if you've attempted any of the legendary Lost Sectors, Nightmare Hunts or Ordeals, it's likely you've come across the champions. Unstoppable, Overload and Anti-Barrier champions can be a horrible one to deal with if you haven't got the correct mods to deal with them from the seasonal artifact. However, if you personally want to deal with them, it does somewhat limit your loadout to 2 primaries to equip Anti-Barrier and Unstoppable mods to sidearms and hand cannons, which are this season's go-to. Fortunately, the Overload champions can be covered off by swords this season, and with swords being in a great place damage wise in this sandbox, this makes them the perfect choice in most champion combat scenarios. But what about Unstoppable? That's where this artifact comes in. And for once, we're not in the final column, we are going to be looking in mods in the 4th column. Now there's a good number of champions affecting mods in the artifact, with some requiring Warmind cells which need the RNG to spawn near to a champion to even stand a chance, and the others needing specific weapons to utilise its champion bashing effect. But Inferno Whip allows you to use your solar melee ability to stagger an unstoppable champion. Costing only 1 neutral energy for your chest armour piece too, it's a no-brainer for any endgame solar build. So alternatively, when you're using your Unstoppable hand cannon mod, you have to steadily aim down sights at the champion as he charges for you head on. This is usually an ogre with an absolute raging purple eye beam straight for your head. This is never a good scenario, and so Inferno Whip stops all of that. Well, at least if you're using the correct Warlock melee. Middle and bottom tree Dawnblade are not your friends here, as these require you to be closer than the crazy dude trying to stop the champion with the hand cannon. What you want is Attunement of Sky, and more specifically the melee ability Celestial Fire. This melee sends out 3 explosive energy blasts and is one of the longest range melees in the game. So you'll be able to stagger that champion at incredible ranges, and you can simply dust off your sniper rifle of choice to take them out. The great thing about Attunement of Sky with its recent rework in Shadowkeep is that it perfectly synergizes within itself. First off, you can consume your grenade to get the ability Heat Rises, which allows you to extend glide time and improve in-air accuracy. Along with this, Winged Sun allows you to fire weapons, use Celestial Fire and throw grenades whilst gliding. It also extends glide time with airborne final blows, and most importantly to this build, grants additional melee energy too. And lastly, you have Icarus Dash to help dodge out of sticky situations. So that's the base setup, and to be honest, you'd be good to go with this as a basic loadout, but that's not why we are here. We want to turn this loadout all the way up to 11 and turn you into a 1 Guardian army. So here we bring in Claws of the Ahamkara. These exotic Warlock gauntlets grant you an additional melee charge, which fits right into this build, as you're going to be getting melee energy for days by the time we are done. Next up, we are going to be slotting in some of the Warmind Cell mods to max out the melee charge rate here. In order to create Warmind Cells in this build, we are going to utilise the Wrath of Rasputin mod, costing 1 solar energy. This gives a chance to create a Warmind Cell on solar splash damage final blows. If you watch my video covering this awesome mod, you'll know that Sunshot pairs perfectly with this, and as we are utilising solar melees too, that's all the splash damage you're going to need. We are drifting a bit away from that exotic Seraph build though, as we will not be blowing up the Warmind Cells we create to add further damage, but we are in fact going to be collecting them and making use of the Strength of Rasputin mod, costing 2 arc energy, which will refund melee energy when you collect the cell. This offers a big chunk back in melee energy and so is very important in this build. We are then going to use the Sheltering Energy mod. Costing 5 arc energy, it will give us a bonus overshield when we collect the cell too. We will still have room for another mod of choice, and given we are running mainly endgame content with this build, I would recommend the Power of Rasputin. It costs 5 void energy and it will increase your damage output to enemies near Warmind Cells, in case you can't instantly go and collect it and utilise the buffs from the other ones we have in this build. Lastly, you will want to spec into either Discipline or Strength mods to decrease the cooldown of your grenades or melee abilities even further. Now that we have gone through the build with this, let's get into some tips and tricks on how to optimise your playstyle to make the most out of this one. The majority of your damage needs to be done whilst you are gliding. This can be done under the effect of heat rises or simply whilst gliding normally. This is so that any final blows will speed up the recharge rate of your Celestial Fire melee. If you are using Sunshot for this, there's a good chance you'll be generating a healthy amount of Warmind Cells too, as well as Orbs of Light if you have the Masterworks version with the Catalyst, therefore providing a good bump to super regen as well. Obviously, the champion sections come in waves, so make sure you have a melee ability ready to stagger the unstoppable champion as soon as possible. It's highly unlikely you'll ever run out of melee ability with this build unless you waste one on a single thrall right before you actually need it. Like we mentioned at the start of the video, you can put this into Hunter and Titan builds as well. Hunters, you'll be looking at Middle Tree Way of 1000 Cuts with the Knife Trick melee, utilising the Ophidius Spath exotic chest piece to grant a second melee charge. This one is great because you can stack the melee with playing with fire to buff up the speed of the charge time for the melee as well. For Titans, Middle Tree Code of the Devastator is the way, with Throwing Hammers offering a great ranged melee option which you can instantly recharge when picking up. Pair it with Rome God Caress for even greater melee damage potential. This build in general offers you a great set of variety with your loadouts, as you no longer have to spec for double primaries to stack champion mods in challenging content. Kinetic and energy exotic weapons can now be a main part of your loadout, as you no longer need to limit yourself. Give it a whirl, mess around and see what you like with it. Obviously, there's a variety of Warmind Cell mods too that you can use and alternate with to give you options depending on your playstyle too. Once again, that's it with this one. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of these seasonal mods and builds, and if there's any that you've had fun with. The support here has been incredible lately, so thank you very much for that. Please keep it up, I do really appreciate it. If you're new around here, then please hit the subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content, and a rating down below is always greatly appreciated. We've got plenty more build videos coming up soon, so be sure to check them out as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.